I will be creating a guitar tone using these 3 pedals from EarthQuaker devices. Hi guys, how are you doing? Today I got something different for you because I will be creating a guitar tone using different pedals, using 3 pedals. I will be using the Chelsea Low End Fuzz driver, the Guitarist automatic fuzz with modulation fuzz and dynamic natural overdrive, and the Silos multi-generational time reflection delay pedal. I want to say big thanks to Sweetwater for sponsoring this video and sending me these pedals. Sweetwater is one of the biggest music gear retailers in the US, known for their huge selection of instruments, pedals, and pro audio equipment. They are also famous for their amazing customer service and detailed product support. So if you need any music gear, Sweetwater's make it easier, and you can also use my affiliate links to get the stuff I use in my videos, or if you are looking for any other product that is not in the links, you can still search them using the same links. So now let's try each pedal individually and then let's try to mix them together. So now let's start. Let's check each pedal individually and the features of each one. Here is the Guitarist Fuzz Overdrive pedal. This one is personally my favorite of the 3 because I really like fuzz and the sound is so good. So in this pedal we have 2 effects, an overdrive and then a fuzz. The right foot switch is the fuzz and then the left foot switch is the overdrive. And of course in the overdrive you have these 2 knobs, and in the fuzz you have these 2 knobs too. So it's like a divided pedal, so fuzz and then overdrive. So the yes sets the sensitivity for the envelope that controls the duty cycle for the square wave fuzz. So basically the higher this knob is, the less sound you will get. So the signal will disappear. So that's why it should be in the middle. And if I put it high, so can you hear that the signal disappeared? Okay, so let's move to this one. It masters the volume for the fuzz side. So there is high. So can you hear that fuzz volume decreased? So what I like is that it's really intuitive and it's easy to use and understand. And of course each pedal comes with a manual. So now let's move to the overdrive. So I will turn off the fuzz and turn on the overdrive. Okay. And here we have go, and that's it. The go knob is the gain control for the overdrive. So I will put it in the middle and then increase. Okay, so now let's move to this knob. So it masters the volume of the overdrive. And what I really like is that you can mix both at the same time. So that's really cool. And you can get different sounds. I really like it. It's my favorite pedal of these 3. So you can get so many different sounds using these 2. So you can use each one isolated or together to get different sounds. So it's really cool. Okay, now let's move to the Chelsea. So this one is a fuzz too, but it's only fuzz, so you don't have any other effect. So let's turn it on. So it sounds really good. And let's see what we have in that pedal. Okay, here we have the sustain. So it adjusts the amount of distortion and sustain. So the higher it is, of course, the more gain you will have. There you have the tone. Use this to fine-tune the frequency response. Boost treble by turning clockwise, boost bass, and tame the top end by turning counterclockwise. So there we'll get a lower sound. And there with more treble. And here we have a tone off or on switch. This switch bypasses the tone control and delivers a more mid-focused response. So when it's off, and on. Okay, and the last one we have is the level. So it controls the output volume. So it's all up. So will be the volume basically. So you can control the pulse width with an expression pedal. This will defeat the internal envelope and allow you to adjust the duty cycle in real time. The yes control remains active when an expression pedal is in use and sets the peak of the sweep, allowing you to fine-tune the range. So that's really cool. Okay, so now let's move to the silos delay pedal. So let's activate the pedal. And we have some really cool things and features in this pedal. So the first one is the mode knob. So you can switch between digital, analog, and tape modes. So in the first one, the digital, you get a clean delay with nearly infinite repeats. So let's try it. Let's move to the analog. So in the analog one, you will get a darker delay with repeats that gradually lose fidelity with each regeneration. So can you hear that it's different than the digital one? Okay, let's move to the last one. That is the tape. So in this one, you will get dark, dirty delay with repeats that quickly build up and become more distorted with each cycle. Then we have the time knob that sets the delay time from 0 to 1 second. You can also manage and change it from the tap switch. Then we have the repeats knob that controls the regeneration of the delay signal. Then we have the mix knob that adjusts the level of the delay signal. Then you have the preset dial. That is basically the settings for each of the three controls. The mode switch and dispersion jack assignment can be saved and recalled in any of the 6 slots. So this one is really cool because you have here different presets. And you will turn them on by clicking this button. So it will be red when it's turned on. So let's try them a bit. Let's start with the first one. Now the second. The third. The fourth. The fifth. And the last one, the sixth. So that is more or less what we have here. So you can also connect an expression pedal in this one to take control over the time, repeats, or mix. So that's really cool. So with the top button, you can set the tempo of the delay by pressing it. So, okay, now let's hear and play a bit with each one. Okay, and now let's try them together. So what we can do is use this as a fuzz, then use the Gary as an overdrive, and then the delay. So with this one we'll get like a darker, a lower fuzz because it's more for bass. And with this one you will get like a brighter fuzz. So we can explore with that. And let's check a bit what we can do with these three. Okay guys, that's all for today. Let me know what do you think about these pedals in the comments, which one was your favorite, and let me know which other gear would you like me to review. I will be reading the comments. I will leave the link of these pedals in my description and see you in the next video. Bye!